Curveball. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you guys a question from the audience. All of these questions are anonymous, so y'all ain't gotta worry. I ain't gonna call y'all out. But the first question, and Joseph, you'll be my first victim. Is it best to try and stop committing a sin cold turkey, or wean yourself off of it?
Can you re-ask the question?
Re-ask the question. Is it best to try and stop committing a sin cold turkey, or wean yourself off of the sin? So to stop it cold turkey, or to gradually wean yourself off of it? Want a little clarification there?
I think I got it for the most part. I think from just from hearing the question that the heart behind it is the most important thing right now, because we see that there is a heart to leave sin alone. But to answer, should I just quit cold turkey or to wean myself? I mean, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I honestly don't know. I can actually be honest with that and say I don't know, because with some sin, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself. With some sins, and it was just easier for me to let go.
Yeah.
Like, for example, cursing. I had a horrible mouth, but it was nothing for me to let that go. Yeah. Even just for smoking, like that was nothing. And then, like, it's just, I guess it just depends on the person. And I mean, at the end of the day, I believe if your heart is truly, against sin, and you're trying your best, I believe it's just it's, Jesus.
Tiana, you look like you
Who
got
asked this?
something.
I'm loving it.
Who asked this?
Y'all be
You
gone.
have something to
I'm
say.
gonna read my Bible.
So I'm trying to get the cold turkey and wean myself away.
Exactly.
So basically, what I was thinking is, if you're trying to cold take turkey or wean myself away, I was thinking of the term that you're trying to handle it on your own. Or you're basically trying to say, I can do this and I got it. But that's not the way it works. The way it works is that I give it to God and I trust God. It's in His hands. He knows what's best for me. And He has it, and He walked me down this road. And like I said before, don't focus on it. Just focus on God. God, I believe in your promises that you have given to me. I believe what you stated on my life, and that is what I'm going to go for, even if I fall today, even if I do the same thing that I did over years ago. I know that you can take it out. I know that you can work, and that's when it begins to work in your heart. And that's when it begins to leave just like that, and you don't even know how it left. That's the word of God. So that's what
I second that.
Here we go.
I mean, that was so beautiful. I mean, that was awesome. But I ditto that. But I think that there are some things that, just kind of like Joseph was talking about us liking sins and certain sins being attractive. I know whenever I started following Jesus, it was June 13, 2011. There were certain things that were just easy for me to stop doing because I stopped hanging around certain people. So I think that a lot of times accountability is very strong in that, in the people that we're around. Whenever I smoked marijuana, I was with certain people. Whenever I, did certain things, going to parties, I was with certain people. But the things that I like to do whenever I was on my own, those were the things that I struggled with the most. Whenever I was kind of in my private places, whenever no one else was around, those were the things that I struggled with and continue to be struggles because those were my things, not other people's things. So it took me a while to realize that those were my desires, and I couldn't blame that on my friends anymore because I had to take ownership of that. So just like Kiana was saying, it was a daily thing where I had to give those things to God every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. And you have to trust Him to get you out of those things and trust Him to give you new desires, because that's all it was. I desired those things more than I desired God in those moments, but I had to trust God to give me new desires, and that's what He did. He just channeled my desires to give me a new passion. So my passion for those sinful things turned into my passion for God, a greater passion and a deeper understanding of His love and His grace, because those things that I was doing, they didn't define me, but it just further pushed me towards Him.
Any last thoughts, Jack?
Same thing, God being your focus, so I would say neither. But if you have both options, which, both are in your reach, why not go for the ones that'll push you closer to God faster?
Yeah, and I would say as people what we tend to do, we always try to see how close we can get to the edge, without actually going off the edge. Like, can I do this? And then there's always, do you guys know how to kill a werewolf? I mean, in the movies, there's a silver bullet, right? And this is kind of how I heard it. It's the silver bullet effect. It's impossible, right? It's some things in our lives where there's this silver bullet effect, where we're able to destroy the monster. But there's some things that we will face as believers, and it's a daily sanctification thing where we're fighting daily. We're having to die to ourselves daily. But for some of us have that silver bullet. And it's grateful. It's good that Joe was able to just quit, cussing cold turkey. But people like me, sometimes when somebody get in front of me in traffic, I'm like, Lord, I need to come up with substitutes. But even substitutes can't even be cuss words. You know what I'm saying? It's the heart behind what you're saying at the end of the day. So I'm saying some of us have had that in our lives where when we got saved, the Lord automatically just took away that thing and we were righteous. But for most of us, it will be a daily struggle where we will fight with this stuff. And you just got to continue to trust God daily. God, save me.